So, yo, what's poppin', guys? It is that gaming nerd here. So, John Madden Football. This series has become known for better, for worse. So, oops, my camera turned off. So, I know you guys, especially Kyle, have been wanting the Madden 21 review. But to be honest, I played it. We'll get there. We'll get there. But speaking with personal history with the franchise, I've only played a ton of Madden 12 and 13, but that's about it. So, I've decided to play every single Madden game, and that includes separating it into a marathon. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing a Madden Marathon. That's right, Mega Man 2 will have to wait. We're going to review all the Madden games. This won't take too long, hopefully. After I'm done, I'll make a Mega Man 2 that way. That way, I'll be like more experienced as I go on with the games. And then when I get to Madden 21, I can give you guys the more deserved review of it. So, my friends really like football. I have a few personal stories. Like, one time I have a classmate named Ty. I gave him this, Joe Flacco NFL card. Apparently was worth, like, $3,000 or something. But to this day, I still can't tell if Kyle was being serious that it was worth $3,000. But that's besides the point. I hope he still does that. And, like, one time I did, punched a hole in the wall because the Ravens lost. That was interesting. That's not what we're talking about. Today, we're here to talk about two games. John Madden Football for the Sega Genesis. John Madden Football 2 I'm not covering. And John Madden Football 3, or Madden 92 for the Sega Genesis is what the two games we're covering today. So, then I think we'll cover 93 to 96. Then we'll cover CD to 2001, as well as the handhelds. And we'll keep going from there until we reach 21. That's what I'm planning to do. One warning I'll give you, though. I suck at these games. I mean, I remember being able to play Madden 12 and 13 with minimal problems, but oh boy, I suck at these after playing the Genesis games anyways. And also one more thing, in this video at least, I won't be covering any of the Sega Sports spin-offs of the football Madden games, or any of the the NAACP games, the college football games. I won't be covering them, but one thing I'll say right now is they all get a score 9.7 out 10 because they're fantastic, and that's what EA is doing. So I can't wait to play that. There's a reason why each of the games cost $60. So there you go. So, there's the footage. Alright, so before we start, I wanted to mention that in the first of the series, as you noticed, you cannot pick your teams. Why? Because the NFL didn't have the license for all the teams, so they're not here to do licensing issues, which sucks. But alright, so first, this game's music, it has not much, but it's pretty cheery and happy. But my god, it's loud. Like, let me tell you, the first time I turned on my headphones on my computer, I loaded up a game on Gens. I was like, yeah, it wasn't pretty. But as you can see, it's pretty limited. Yeah, okay. So as a result of there being no music in the background, only the faint wind, you might think I'm gonna call this game kind of lazy, but that's not true at all. I feel like this is more of an aesthetic decision, since when you go to a football game, you're not gonna hear a loud music track. You're just gonna play, and all you're gonna hear is wind. And I think it's a great detail, personally. So I wouldn't call it lazy necessarily. But my biggest problem with John Madden Football is that it's so hard. The controls are so hard to understand. Like, I can't play the game. Oh, I was dumbfounded by how well I couldn't play. Okay, so here I'll go over the basics. Let me press this guy for you. There you go. There's one of my gameplay I'm using because mine sucks. Go check him out. Anyways, so I was dumbfounded how well I couldn't play. I was constantly failing. I couldn't even get a touchdown. And like either one of the two games I reviewed today, I couldn't touchdown, but they were still both fun. I kept playing them. You know. So basically, we have two sides to play with. It's offense and defense. Offense being much more fun than defense. Now, don't get me wrong, defense is fine, but offense is way better. So the controls are simplified like this. When you kick off, you can press C to power up the kick, and you can catch it. And if you press C, you can also catch it. I'll get to that later. And this is how a game starts. So you just walk to the screen, and then you get the ball and you run, which gives you a chance to play offense or defense, depending if you're skilled enough. So after that, you're gonna learn to move, and you're likely just gonna get hit because you don't know what you're doing. Like if you're me. And after that, you see plays that are labeled A, B, and C right here. See. So the first column is like for the play you're gonna do. So like you want to do that play, oh yeah, go that. You want to do that tactic, do that. The thing is, what are B and C for? Those are for your backup plans, so you can do. What's it called? It's called crap. I forgot what that's called. An audible. Yes, an audible. So if you press A and you're like they already chose something that's weak against you, can press A to, and then followed by B or C to switch tactics, which is a good way to not like make the game screwy. But yeah, you can also tell your CPUs what to do on the team. Yeah, like audible right there. That'll pop up. So yeah. So B is the false hut, which I swear to God does literally nothing. It's just annoying. And oh no, this is an ad. Where I was continuing was that pressing so yeah, so you press C, you can start the round. Whenever this guy decides to start, there we go. So you see your goal. Oh, first let me go over the moves you can perform. So when you're in offense, what you got to do is you got to get to the other side. It's very simple. You would know this if you played football, but I haven't before, so there's that. So if you press A while you're on attack, you can dive, but it's pretty much the most useless move in the game because all it does is just make you sit there, and you can't get up for some reason. And yeah, it's basically an automatic lose button. B is the twirl, which completely negates some enemies right here, so it can be pretty good for that. And obviously the best one of the three is when you press the C button. You get this awesome break tackle, which with correct timing can boost your speed and let you bowl through enemies. Like, oh, it is so fun to do if you master it perfectly. I mean, it's a bit too broken. I hope they nerf it in the next game, but yeah, it's still really good. And defense kind of sucks because all you got is press an A, dive. But one thing I will credit them for is that when you press A, you don't just fall on the ground like the complete loser. You can actually get up after that. And plus, you can dive to tackle the other team. So that's something, right? And with B, I don't think it does anything, actually. With C, you can just jump up and try to receive the other person's ball, which I would believe was much more satisfying in Madden 13 from what I remember. But that's besides the point. Alright, what else here? What else do I want to go over? So, yeah. So you got 3 game modes to choose from. One's just a normal season, and the other 2 have some like random things you can do with them. This game uses a password system, so no saving, which is not a big deal, because basically, I don't think this game gets any harder. I think you just play against all the teams, and that's it. But yeah. But once you get the king of the controls, John Madden Football for the Sega Genesis is an okay game. The game modes are fun. The moves, except the attack dive, are fun to use. The plays actually make you think of what you want to do. Oh, I forgot to talk about the plays. Yeah, the plays, I usually just skip over them. It's like, you can see this right here. Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't forget. Never mind. Yeah, so the plays are fun to use. They make you think. But the defense can be kind of a watching game as the camera just moves and you can't really switch characters that well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll give John Madden Football, a 7.5 out of 10. It's a solid first game for a football fan. So it's obvious that EA struck gold now, and we would get Madden games every year, for better or for worse. So here we go with John Madden Football 92, or John Madden Football 3 for the Sega Genesis, technically. Let's go. Credit the same guy. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Anyways, so you can already see that there are some major differences going on. First off, there's an actual crowd that can boo you, which is kind of funny, and the HUD looks so much better. It's like, so I can't review John Madden 2, like I said earlier, because it wasn't ported to consoles, but I think it's sort of Madden 92, which is basically Madden 3. So here we go, Madden 92. Anyways, so I think this game trounces the original one in like every single way. Like, first off, you can tell because the HUD's so much better. And what else would I say? Yeah. So first off, they nerfed the charge tackle, which I guess that's really good because now you don't have to press it rhythmically anymore, and you just get the speed boost as long as it succeeds anyway. So there's a chance of failing now, which I don't know why they put that as a restriction, but they did. And yeah, according to the manual, it just says the player will try to tackle. Anyways, this game has new features that are staples, being it adds weather, it has co-op, 2 players, now you can play against each other, which is cool. You got instant replay, new game modes, more audibles you can perform, and your quarterback can actually get injured. But that didn't happen to me while I was playing the game, so guess I'm really careful. The only problem in this game, again, the controls, well, it looks really easy. It's not easy. But in all fairness, that could just be me sucking at the game. So, and one thing I hate, the only thing I hate about this game is the camera. Not more specifically in these sections right here. Like, okay, so that if you do that charge tackle, like, and if you hit somebody from a far distance, you can send them, like, freaking flying across the screen. But the problem with that is it changes the camera angle as to where you can't see it. So, yeah, and you basically just instantly fail because of that, and that's annoying. I'm sure you're supposed to switch, but switching is still hard in this game. So, yeah. Not only that, but, yeah. Other than that, pretty much everything else is enjoyable. Like, the color in this game is so beautiful. I don't know if I just like this because it's closer to like a Pokemon aesthetic, but, this stuff just looks beautiful and colorful. The weather effect don't add too much to the game, and there's still not much music. But I'm not going to complain about that, because that's clearly just more of an aesthetic choice. Let's skip that commercial. Here we go. Now, one thing I'm not too sure about, I want to quickly cover before I end the review, is you can see stars. Now, I know this could be the introduction of the Pro Bowl abilities. Well, I don't think they were introduced until later, but I think this allows you to do something. I think it's something like a prototype Pro Bowl ability. I'll get into those the next video, but they're good, needless to say. And my final verdict is, if you suck at the game like I do, like I mentioned, the audience boos you. So I'll give John Madden Football 3, or Madden 92 on the Sega Genesis, an 8 out of 10. Adds variety, the moves are still fun and balanced, the visuals are stunning, but that freaking camera angle sucks, and you still can't pick FL teams. Well, that was more of a licensing issue, if anything, so I guess it's not a downside necessarily. Because, like, you can see those players, they're pretty colorful. You can pick some good graphics for them. And yeah, solid game. I think I'm glad. There we go. Yeah, I can return this one any time, man. It's really good. That's all I'll say. Good game. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Madden 1 and 3 for the Sega Genesis, or Madden 92, John Madden Football, and Madden 92. I don't know why they just didn't do number entries, but that's not the word. So, Kyle specifically, I hope it stalls you, because I'm going to need some permission to do the Mr. Coy video. I can't just go to school with this camera and say, oh no, Mr. Cool is chasing me, and run around the hall like a complete idiot. And then my teachers actually call the police when I tell them to call the police, so I don't actually want that to happen. So, and what I'm gonna do, maybe every few days or so, I'm gonna post some of these videos. So, next time, look forward. We're doing Madden 93 to Madden CD. I bet you guys never heard of Madden CD, but I don't know. We'll check it out. And then after that, we'll do the miscellaneous image. See y'all later. Goodbye. Mr. Cool video. And the next Madden Marathon video should come soon.